Hey everyone, welcome back to the My Team series, and at this one we are going to the Italian Grand Prix. And when I think of the Italian Grand Prix, you can't help but think of Ferrari. And then I was thinking, if I could only choose one Ferrari in the whole world, which one would it be? And I always seem to come back to the Ferrari Dino for some reason. It's just an absolutely beautiful car, in my opinion. And yeah, that's always the Ferrari that I think I would choose if I had to choose one. But let me know in the comments, which Ferrari would you choose? It doesn't necessarily have to be a road car, it could be an F1 car, but yeah, just let me know, what is your favourite Ferrari of all time? Anyway, back to the My Team series, and we had two sponsors to renew. So we decided to stick with Polar, as I quite like that one, and then we went for Zero to replace Seren. So we've got it down on the engine cover down there and on the front wing end plate as well. And I think we also put it on the top of the monocoque, or on top of the front nose. Front nose? Top of the nose, you know what I mean. And that was pretty much it. There wasn't too much else to do, as it's only a week between the Belgian Grand Prix and the Italian Grand Prix. But I did want to test something out. So I wanted to test how much engine wear actually gets from doing like practice and all that stuff. So obviously we skip practice, but I just wanted to see how much wear actually gets used on an engine. And it turns out it's actually quite a bit. So as you can see there, it was 73% on the ICE before we went to do practice, and obviously as we're skimming through practice now, and there you can see it's actually 82%, so that's a 9% increase wear just due to practice. So yeah, definitely if you can remember to swap out for a practice engine, do it, because that will save you quite a lot of engine wear, especially at the beginning of My Team where the wear is quite high. And we also got an email from Carl who mentioned about next year's regulations, and it says there could possibly be multiple regulation changes that affect multiple departments. So that's pretty interesting, which is good news for us as well. And also, Sebastian Vettel has decided to retire at the end of the season, so there's definitely going to be some driver moves as Vettel's got to leave. And as always, let's check out the performance index before we head to qualifying, and again, not too much has changed. I say that Renault has had a big improvement in that sort of, I guess, third best tier, and we're kind of just outside the fourth best tier. But yeah, other than that, pretty much the same. It's going to be pretty difficult for us to get out of Q1. But as always, yeah, we'll just do our best and see what happens. So without further ado, let's head to the qualifying at the Italian Grand Prix. Alright, so here we are in the garage, and we didn't want to wait too long because I wanted to try and see if we could get a tow from a car in front and not get any traffic. So we actually decided to go out with 12 minutes left in the session, so we only wasted, well I say wasted, we waited 6 minutes to go out. But me being me, I seem to have timed it badly where we don't have any traffic, which is good, but we're way too far behind the car in front to actually get a tow. So we'll see what we can do, but yeah, we're not going to get any benefit from being behind a car, basically. As we go a little bit too deep into the first chicane. Not too bad, though. This is very much a power circuit, so there's only a few corners, so hopefully we don't mess them up, and we should be in for an okay qualifying. Coming up to the second chicane, hopefully we can do this one a bit better. Cut that perfectly, a little bit squirrely on the way out. Up to the first Lesmo. Not too bad. I had to back off the power a little bit, so definitely some time left there. Into the second one, okay, I guess. Definitely some time left there, so it's definitely not our best lap. Could definitely go a bit quicker. Underneath the old track we go. Into the third chicane. This one's pretty quick. We've cut that a little bit, but not too badly. Gone a little bit wide, but we haven't lost too much time. That actually wasn't too bad. That was relatively neat. That's definitely where you can lose a lot of time, as that is a very fast chicane. Coming up to the Parabolica. Down to gear 5. Let it run out wide. Possibly could have let that go wider. And then we want to cut this corner as much as we can as we cross the line, and we do a 1:19.4. And that currently puts us P13, which is much higher than I thought we would be. So our teammate's down in 19th, and we are, what's that, I can't do the maths, nearly 6 tenths quicker than him. So that's a big gap to our teammate, and also, more importantly, down to 17th, which is currently our rival in Romain Grosjean. He is about 4 tenths slower than us there as well. So, well, yeah, 3, but yeah, that's not too bad, actually. We definitely left some time on the track as well. So, yeah, maybe we could actually get out here. So we were actually going to go out again, but due to the 2 McLarens there, you can see they've got the yellow triangles. That means they're not actually going out on track. So we actually decided to not go out, as I thought we could save ourselves a set of fresh tyres if we get through for Q2. So it is a bit of a gamble, but hopefully it works. And as you can see, it worked an absolute treat. So we stayed P13. And we've got a brand new set of, well, we've got 2 brand new sets of soft tyres for Q2. So hopefully we can use those to our advantage and get some absolutely blinding lap times in. And just looking at that, Romain Grosjean did improve, as did K-Mag. So both Hasses actually got through. And that means Lando Norris actually got bumped down to 18th in the end, just in front of our teammate Nobuharu Matsushita. So, wow, yeah. So as you can see there, we've got 2 brand new sets for Q2. And we went out for our first lap, and it wasn't that great, to be honest. We ended up 14th at the end of it, but we did do a purple Sector 1. So Sector 1, we are absolutely flying. But then Sector 2 and 3 weren't very good, and that's why we're 14th and not any higher. But it is going to be tricky to get out. I think 14th might possibly be our best option here, because what is that? P10 is Sainz, and he is about 4 tenths of a second quicker than us. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit out of our reach, I think, but we'll see what we can do, and we'll find out right now, as there's only 30 seconds left into the session, or 30 seconds left of the session rather, as we come around Parabolica, and we're just about to start our final lap in Q2. So we didn't get a great exit. As you can see, we're already down like nearly 2/100ths of a second. So yeah, I doubt we'll go for a purple Sector 1 again, as we get the first chicane. Well, I was going to say great. The first part was great. The second part, we actually went over the curb a bit too much and actually got the rear out, and that really upset the car. So we're actually down nearly 1/10 on our current lap. So this is looking great so far. Into chicane number 2. That was good. That was very good. So already up. I say already up. We're increased. What, I don't know what I'm trying to say. We're already up basically over our previous lap time on our current lap time, as we go through Lesmo 2, and we find an extra 3 tenths of a second. So what did I say? We need 4 tenths of a second to be anywhere near getting out currently, as we cheese that quite a bit. That hasn't actually benefited us too much. Although the exit of that chicane, we are up massively. So we're over 7 tenths of a second. We might be able to get out here. As we go into the Parabolica, a little bit slow through there, as we're about 7 tenths up. So we're going to cross the line. Let's see where that puts us. That was a 118, I didn't actually see. And we've gone 5th, blimey. That was an absolute peach of a lap then. So yeah, look at that, unbelievable. 118.8, and that's just behind Esteban Ocon in 4th. And even Max Verstappen did a 118.8 as well. So wow, yeah, our pace, that is, I know we cheesed that third chicane a little bit, but not by that much. And that is a massive improvement. So who went out? Kvyat, Charles Leclerc and Vettel actually got knocked out in the end. So wow, yeah, that is unreal. I can't believe that. I've gone P5. I'm not sure we'll be able to do that again. But I guess we'll find out going into Q3. Get in there. So here we are actually on our final attempt in Q3, as we only had one set of brand new soft tyres, which I wanted to use obviously for this lap. So we're only going to have one shot at this, so hopefully we have an okay lap and we can actually move up a little bit maybe. I think that might be a little bit optimistic, as yeah, I'm not really sure that we'll be able to do that again, but we'll see what we can do as we go into the first chicane. And that is a terrible first corner. as we clipped the inside one, which got the rear out, and then we clipped the second one as well, which then got the rear out again. So we would have lost like 2, possibly 3 tenths there. So, and as we have a blinding middle and end of the lap, as we've gone wide in chicane number 2, yeah, this isn't going to be great. I'll be surprised if we get any higher than P10 really. Into Lesmo 1, not too bad. Into Lesmo 2. Down to gear 4, that's not great really. You can usually get through that at gear 5, so this is pretty slow. I don't think we're expecting anything really, as Bottas has just put it on pole by the looks of it. As going through the last chicane, on the lap anyway. Yeah, clip that inside, it's not very tidy this one. This is definitely our worst lap so far, so if we get any higher than 10th, I'll be massively surprised. And into the last corner we go. Down to gear 5, push it out wide. That's actually not too bad. And then we want to cut this corner as much as we can. It's not really a corner, it's just the final bit on the straight. And I didn't actually see what we did then. So yeah, it's P10. I wasn't really expecting it to be higher than that, as we are 4 tenths off the next closest car, which is Alexander Albon in the Red Bull. So yeah, it wasn't a very good lap at all. Kind of knew that by just watching it back. Wasn't great. What did we do before? A 118.8, so where would that have put us? That would have put us around, 6th. Don't think we would have beaten Max, but yeah, 5th or 6th. So yeah, knowing we could do that and be in 10th, which isn't bad at all, we might be able to get some decent points in the race tomorrow. We'll have to see, but yeah, very happy with our pace. Much better than I expected. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button, as it really helps us out. And if you want to see more content like this, like the race tomorrow, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alrighty then, I've been Jumbo, and I'll catch you for the race tomorrow.